In a small, quiet town, lived a little boy named Leo. Now, Leo didn't dislike bedtime, not at all. But he often found himself wishing for something more. Every night, just before he drifted off, he'd whisper to himself, "I wish nighttime was more magical." His nightly ritual was to gaze out his bedroom window, watching the moon and stars, hoping for a touch of wonder. And then, one extraordinary night, something impossible happened. He blinked, rubbed his eyes, and blinked again. There, hovering silently just outside his window, resting on a fluffy bed of clouds, was a train. Not just any train, but a magnificent golden one, shimmering in the moonlight. Leo couldn't believe what he was seeing. "Am I dreaming?" he wondered aloud, his voice a tiny whisper. Just then, a soft, melodious whistle echoed through the night air. It was a sound that felt both near and far away, like a lullaby carried on the wind. As if by magic, his window drifted open all by itself. Floating gracefully just outside was a kind-looking conductor, glowing with a gentle, warm light. He smiled at Leo, his eyes twinkling like distant stars. "Good evening, Leo." The conductor's voice was as soothing as a bedtime story. "Your dream ride is ready." Leo stared, his heart thumping with a mix of excitement and disbelief. "My dream ride?" he asked, pointing a hesitant finger at the beautiful train. The conductor nodded. "Indeed. This train, the Dream Express, only runs when children are ready to sleep. It's here just for you." Without a second thought, without even reaching for his shoes, Leo climbed out of his window and stepped onto the cloud platform. The train door slid open, revealing an interior that was even more fantastical than the outside. The seats weren't made of fabric or leather. They were crafted from soft, pillowy clouds that looked incredibly comfortable. The lights inside weren't bulbs, but tiny, twinkling stars suspended from the ceiling, casting a soft, dreamy glow over everything. As soon as Leo settled into a cloud seat, the train began to move. It didn't lurch or rumble like an ordinary train. It glided forward, slowly and gently, with a silent grace that felt like floating. Leo pressed his face against the window, his eyes wide with wonder as they journeyed through the night sky. The first stop was a breathtaking spectacle. They passed over a vast, shimmering sea. But instead of being dark and mysterious, the water was alive with light. Thousands of fish, each one glowing like a little lantern, swam in beautiful, swirling patterns, illuminating the depths with an otherworldly glow. Leo watched, mesmerized, as dolphins made of moonlight leaped from the waves. Next, the train drifted over an enchanted forest. Below, nestled at the roots of giant, slumbering trees, were countless teddy bears, all curled up and fast asleep. Some snuggled with squirrels. Others used giant mushrooms as pillows. It was a peaceful, heartwarming sight. Leo let out a soft giggle, imagining his own teddy bear was down there, having a grand adventure of his own. Their journey continued to a city unlike any he had ever imagined. The buildings weren't made of brick or steel, but of fluffy pillows and cozy blankets. Skyscrapers were stacks of plush cushions, and the streets were paved with soft duvets. It looked like the most comfortable city in the universe. Leo laughed and then let out a big yawn. The magical ride was making him feel wonderfully sleepy. "This is the best train ever," he murmured, his eyelids feeling heavy. As the train slowed, the kind conductor knelt beside him. His gentle glow was even more comforting up close. "Every dream train must return to its station, Leo," he said softly. Leo, now very sleepy, looked up at him. "Will I see you again?" he asked, his voice thick with sleep. The conductor smiled warmly. "Every night you close your eyes," he promised. "Adventure is always waiting for you in your dreams." the train gently floated back towards Leo's house. He felt warm, safe, and incredibly peaceful. The gentle motion of the train, the soft cloud seat, and the starry lights above were the perfect lullaby. His eyes slowly closed, and he drifted into a deep and happy sleep. The next morning, Leo woke up in his own bed. The sun was streaming through his window, filling the room with cheerful light. For a moment, he wondered if it had all been a dream, but then, he saw it. Lying on his pillow, right next to his head, was a tiny, shimmering golden ticket. He picked it up carefully. Engraved on it in elegant, looping letters were the words, "See you tonight," and from that day on, Leo never just went to sleep. He looked forward to it, because he knew that every night, a magical adventure was just a dream away. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more magical tales. Sleep well.